Hey everybody, this is Mr. Baxter here. We are going to take a look in geometry. We're going to be working with angles that are formed by a transversal. So in order to do that, we're going to go through some basic notes with you first. So here we are. A transversal is basically a line, as it says here, a line that intersects two or more lines. So if I look up at this figure here and I zoom in, line T is the transversal. It's the line that intersects two other lines, two or more lines. In our case, two lines in this case. So that would be line T. Okay. So what happens is this transversal, when a transversal occurs, as you can see over here, a whole bunch of different angle relationships happen. So, and they're listed here for you. So we're just going to walk through some examples of each one. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint towards, ways I remember or ways that I teach them also. So the first one is corresponding angles, angles on the same side of the transversal and in the same position. Okay, see, I don't really like that in same position. So I always say, all right, these are the hardest ones. Same side, one in and one out. Okay, what do I mean by one in? What do I mean by in and out? So if you go back and look at your picture here are the lines that are intersected by this transversal. So this really is what I call the inside of those lines, and this is the outside of those lines. So that's what I refer to as in and out. So for our case, same side, one in, one out. So same side of the transversal. So some examples here are basically, I zoom in, I can go with angle 1 and 5. So angle 1 and angle 5. And on the same side of that transversal, I can actually go, another set of corresponding are 4 and 8. So one in, one out, same side, angle 4 and angle 8. Now I'm going to jump to the other side of that transversal. So now I'm working on this side, one out, one in. It's going to be angle 2 and angle 6. And another set is going to be the final set here for corresponding. Again, same side, one in, one out. I'm going to go with 3 and 7. I'm just going to erase my picture over here because I'm going to have a lot going on. Remember the whole inside and outside if you can. If not, you can go back and watch the video again. So these get a little easier here. We are going to now deal with alternate. I think the next one's interior. Yep, alternate interior. So again, this is the inside. Alternating. So let me read their definition. Alternate interior angles, non-adjacent, so they're not next to each other, and on opposite sides of the transversal. Okay, so both in, opposite sides. So opposite sides of the transversal. So both on the inside. So for example, alternating interior would be angle 4 and angle 6. And then the other set would be 3 and 5. All of those angles are on the inside. So angle 4 and angle 6 and angle 3 and angle 5. That is alternating interior angles. And the next one's pretty nice if you understand that. The next one is alternating exterior angles. So these are angles that are on the outside. So if I go ahead and zoom in, so alternate exterior angles, non-adjacent again, they're not next to each other, and on opposite sides of the transversal. So exterior angles, so I can go 1 and 7. Both on the outside, different sides. So angle 1 and angle 7. And then I can go 2 and 8. Now I know I'm putting little arcs around these angles. Does not mean they're equal for right now. That will change. So both outside, opposite side. Again. Okay. Again, you can hit rewind, whatever, check it out again. The next one is consecutive same side interior angles. Yeah, you'll hear them called different names, and I definitely call them consecutive interior. They are basically interior angles again that are on the same side of the transversal. So they're both in and same side. So if I zoom in here, both inside, same side. So that'd be 3 and 6 and 4 and 5. So angle 3, angle 6, angle 4, and angle 5. Consecutive same side exterior angles. I got to be honest, I'm not too sure how much we're going to work with them. As of right now, the ones we just gave you are probably the most, well, we'll see. So consecutive, same deal, both out, same side. So 1 and 8. They're right there, 1 and 8. And then on the other side would be angle 2 and angle 7. 2, 7. Okay. So there's your notes on those. Jot them down. I'm going to go through these problems and we're going to make an Ed puzzle out of it for you. So here we go. I'm just going to, these give us, all right, tell us the relationship between these angles. If no relationship exists, write none. So I look at the very first one. I got it. Okay. So notice your transversal is the other way now. So your transversal goes this way. So really, if I'm thinking about inside and outside, this is in and this is out, right? So yeah, 1 and 8. So 1 and 8, I see 1 is on the outside, 8's on the outside. They're on different sides of the transversal. So that makes them alternating exterior angles. Sorry, I'm going to start using abbreviations. 2 and 3. I see 2 and 3 are both on the inside and they're on the same side. So that makes them consecutive interior. 5 and 7. I see 5 and 7. So 5's on the outside, 7's on the inside. And they're on the same side. Same side, 1 out, 1 in, correspond. I guess I can throw my line angles thing at the end of this. 2 and 7. So I look at my picture here. 2's on the inside, 7's on the inside. They're both in. They're on different sides of the transversal. So that's alternating interior angles. 1 and 3. So here's 1, here's 3, outside, inside, same side, corresponding angles. 5 and 8. 5 and 8. So they're both on the outside and they're both on the same side. So that's same side exterior angles. Okay, a couple more. I'm sure we're going to see some that have no relationship whatsoever. So watch it here. So here's where you have to determine which line is the transversal. So 5 and 13. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Here is 5. Here is 13. So notice you have an angle from this grouping, an angle from this grouping. So that means this is your transversal. So B is your transversal now. You got to pay attention to that. So if B is a transversal, one's out, one's in, same side, that is corresponding angles. And I'm probably going to need to erase. So if you have these printed out, you want to use a pencil. I'm telling you right now. 7 and 14. So here's 7 and 14, same grouping of angles. So that means that B again is my transversal right there. 7's inside, 14's inside, alternating of the transversal. So they are alternating interior angles. Okay, erase as I look at the next one, 3 and 6. So that's, yeah, I definitely need to erase for this one. 3 and 6 jump to a different grouping. Here's 3, here is 6. So that means that this line right here is my transversal. and they're both on the outside, and they're on different sides of the transversal. So that's alternating exterior angles. Next grouping. Let's see what we got. 9 and 14. Okay, so I'm all the way down below them here. Try to pick a different color. Erase that too. So I got 9, 14, and there is my transversal. So they're both on the outside and they're on the same side. So it's same side exterior. Two and 10. So if I go ahead and grab 2 and 10, here is 2, here is 10. That means that is my transversal. So one's out, one's in, same side, corresponding angles. Oh, I skipped one, didn't I? So corresponding angles. Let's go back and do that one. Oh, yellow doesn't show up well. Red. Okay, so 4 and 7. I skipped 4 and 7. We can do it. We can do it. So 4 and 7. There is 4 right here. There is 7. So it's this grouping of angles, which means C is my transversal. They're both on the inside. They're both on the same side. So the same side interior angles. Sure, there's got to be, it's got to be coming up soon. The one that doesn't work, something's going to not work. 8 and 14. So here's 8, there's 14, there's my transversal. So same side interior. Toughest decision is picking a different color. Okay, 6 and 11. So erase all that. 6 and 11. Here is 6. Here is 11. There it is. There's no transversal that creates these angles and these angles together. So in order for that to happen, a transversal would have to go through those both. So what did they want us to say? None? None. There's no relationship there. 4 and 13. So here is 4, here is 13. Same deal here, okay? Look at these grouping of angles and these grouping of angles. There's no one line that goes through and creates those, that is a transversal for those angles. That would have to come through like that somehow. So again, this one should be none. And then last but not least, we got that they're 4 and 9. So there's 4, there's 9. So the line that creates this grouping and this grouping is this line right here. That is my transversal. Let's see how much I can get rid of here. There you go. So 4 and 9, both on the inside, and they're both alternating. So it'd be alternating interior angles.